What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you my new 3D printer. Saw that the price has dropped down a bit on Amazon, and I thought, you know what, I'm looking at one, I might as well get it, and let's go. So I've got the ELEGOO MARS 3 4K printer for just over 250 quid. Wow, £256.99. I thought, that's not too bad actually, so let's get into it and have a look. By the way, I saw that little grey plastic model that you hid from yourself in that drawer. Go on, go get it, get your paints, go get it. I know you're procrastinating. I do it too. Now, not to call myself an expert or anything, but I don't think that's quite printed properly. Bugger. Yeah, the torso appears to be missing with the legs. Don't know what's happened to the helmet. Looks like the supports are printed. Oh, there's the legs. Is the rest of the torso there, or what? Oh no. Oh no. Save him from the tank. What's happened to his torso? Oh dear. Yeah, he's been on a crash diet by the looks of it, and oh. So, I mean, honestly, for my very first print where I've added the supports and, well, I clicked auto supports and and trusted some technology here. I don't think it's too bad. Now, this also does give me a choice. Do I return the bits that are salvageable to the bits box for later, or do I still continue forward and try to make something of what I've got? I think I'm going to try and make something. So, after having lost my tea lights that I did have, I went to the shop, bought some new ones, and these are totally different. I can't get the same effect with putting tea lights in the middle of cotton wool anymore. Not with these tea lights anyway. I'm going to have to go back to Amazon to buy the ones that I know do work. So that's going to be this plan out of the window. The next one is going to be cotton wool. I couldn't find any cotton wool. So I went with the next best thing. And you know the stuffing that's inside your dog toys? Yeah, tried to use that. And it went well until later, so you'll see that. You'll see the moment it's all gone absolutely tits up and wrong. But this is the stuff that I'm talking about. So we're going to try just sort of having a bit of a play around and seeing, you know, what works, what doesn't work. And try and salvage, as I have said, what we can from this build. Well, this was going to be the end of the video. I wasn't going to do much more than this. Then I was sort of thinking so what I've gone with is I wanted to make this marine look like it'd been hit by maybe a missile launcher or some sort of anti-aircraft. And he's a jump marine, so it's been hit by something that's exploded. And I didn't like the flame effect that I did. So whilst I was sort of part editing the first part of this video, part procrastinating, as I said at the beginning of the video, which is why I don't do it. What's a good job with doing videos, this video's on what to do when you fail at something or a mistake happens. So I decided to make the flame more vibrant, and in doing so I added far too many inks, and well, this happened. Yeah. Oh, the flames look good though, but I've partially ruined the rest of the model because I used army paint as speed paint. I was trying to then wick away with water all the ink that was pouring down the model, and well, that was then taking off the blue speed paint. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into how I'm going to resolve this, because I haven't actually done it yet either. I'm sat looking at it going, what have I done? Why? So, no, it's fine. It's just remembering things that we can't change what we've done. It's a bit like history. You can't change history. The only history you can change is the future you want to lead. And for that, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to do some more paint into this model, and we're going to try and resolve the issue. But remember, nothing's a fail. Not on this channel, we don't believe in failure. What we believe in is, well, getting the job done and doing it to the best of our abilities to the point where we feel happy with it. And I'm not happy with it right now, so let's dive back into it, shall we? So I've started off using some really thin and watered down grey just to start going over the concrete base here. And you may notice it's the base that Dark Strider should have been on. Yeah, had to use it somewhere, so thought it looked quite good to go with this one. And the reason why I'm doing a really thin down watery grey is so that I'm not going to put loads of paint on, because I've already got a few layers of paint on here, and I'm trying to keep my paint layers to a minimum. Otherwise, I'm going to cause myself some issues later, and I'm going to start losing detail as well. Once we've done that, I'm going to move on and put a nice black wash over everything, because I've got a lot of red ink and orange and yellow down in those seeps, seeping down into those areas. So I want to put a black wash over the top of that just to nullify any of that I'm not going to catch with the paint. Then once we've let that all dry, we're just going to come in and do a nice dry brush over the top of that and get our greys back to grey effectively. Then we're going to hit all our little details. So some brass casings left around the base and two little bits of rebar that we need to paint up as silver. Once that's complete, we've got our base back to roughly where it was before, and then we're going to move on to the damage that's done to the model. Now, I wouldn't say it's damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lean into the areas where that ink has already seeped down and into. So I'm going to just sort of make those reds a little bit more vibrant, and I'm going to make those oranges a bit more brighter, and then add some yellow on top as a top highlight, because I suppose this is our OSL effect, which I wasn't going to do too much of initially, but well, we're in this room now, so looks like I'm doing it, especially on the legs. Then once that's complete, we've pretty much fixed our issue. I mean, I'm still not totally happy with how my fire effect has turned out, but I don't want to go messing with it anymore. I'm going to call this experiment tried, experiment not failed, just not completely turned out the way we wanted it. So I know, and you know for the future, that there's some mistakes here that have been made and are potentially avoidable, such as not going overboard with the ink because it's being soaked up by either the cotton wool or that stuffing stuff that I've used for this one. So, something's turned up in the post. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Don't make me go re-record this video because I've decided to use this now. I'm going to be figuring it out, as this video is all about mistakes and learning from them. YOLO. So yes, today's video, it has been all about mistakes we make, mistakes that we can learn from, and that's all they are. Mistakes are just learning opportunities we haven't realised yet, and I feel like I've learned quite a lot from this video as well. Mostly that I can't paint a flame effect to save my life, or to save the model. But that's a good thing, because that now gives me a point of focus to aim on and to really sort of hunker down into, try to get my teeth into a little bit more and improve, so I can get that better visual effect next time I want to try and paint flames. And also test out some different materials and give them a try, because it doesn't hurt to try new things. It only hurts if you let it get to you and you think, I'm totally demolished now. But you should never feel like that, because as I've just said, mistakes, they're just lessons that we have yet to learn, and well, we've learned a few today, haven't we? So that's the way that I go about sorting out mistakes that I make within my hobby. It's try to lean into them and try not and get too annoyed about it. Just sort of go, right, okay, we're in this room, let's continue forward and just see where it takes you, because well, we play a hobby that's a massive part of it is imagination, and it's just engage that a little bit and see what goes from there. Anyway guys, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Clicky all the buttons down below. And I'll see you in the next one.